We have a good one, guys. We have a really good match today. It is on Haunted Mines and it's once again part of the Go4Heroes Tournament. Ex-ESC is playing against Fnatic, and by now ex-ESC, well, they actually said why they left ESC. They already found a new team, they found a new home. They're the new team Kinguin. So Kinguin picked up a team and they decided to go for the Germans here. A very good choice since they are extremely strong and they've been really doing a whole lot of work in the European scene. But they're going up against Fnatic today, and the one thing that I found absolutely amazing when we saw what happened there is we have the game on Haunted Mines. It's a best of one. The teams decided to play on Haunted Mines, and I absolutely love matches on Haunted Mines. They're always dynamic, there's always a lot of action, and they're usually quite close. So I really like that. We don't see it all too often in the competitive scene, but when we do, most of the games are pretty sick. So guys, without further ado, here it is, Kinguin aka ex-ESC going up against Fnatic on Haunted Mines. Game on! The semi-final at the Go4Heroes Tournament between the ex-ESC team and Fnatic. And to the left side of the map we're having Fnatic on Haunted Mines here. Our map with Illidan played by Lowell, Ace of Spades playing Rega today. We have Freds on Tyrael, Kesil on Khaldor, and Shinobu on Vala. To the right side of the map it is Snow and Zagara. We have Get Amhead on Brightwing. Wow, in the supporter role today actually. Nepsis playing Nubarak, Antihero jumped on Muradin, and in Viduum on Jaina. This is going to be a fun one, guys. The map, of course, already great. We had a ban on Sylvanas. She's amazing on this map. You don't want to face her pushing power. And we also had then a second ban against, an immediate ban actually, against the Nubarak, because Shinobu is playing with that hero a lot. Sorry, not Nubarak, but ETC. ETC was the ban. So the triple tank meta that Fnatic has been playing in the past few days is not possible. And an early kill against Ace of Spades. Very well done here by ex-ESC. A great early kill for them. On level 1 we have actually the heal for Khaldor with the Verdant Spheres. An interesting talent to take. Most players on Khaldor these days will go for the Mana Addict talent so that you don't have problems in the mid game with your mana pool, which can get really tricky if you're not going for Mana Addict, if you want to get your full combo off. In the late game it doesn't really matter all that much anymore, but in the early game it's definitely a bit of a concern. The teams are starting to rotate now, and since Zagara is at the bot lane, we have a rotation from Fnatic starting to move down here to the bot. Reconstitution taken on Zagara, it's the level 1 talent. For Muradin we'll of course have Reverberation taken against Illidan. It's the talent to take, the hero to pick. Double tank, by the way, on the side of ex-ESC. And yeah, Manticore build or right click build, auto attack build for Fnatic. Lowell in trouble and just dashes away in the last second. This is going to be a really nice game, also because the two teams have been scrimming against each other a lot in the last few days. And most of those matches were actually won by Fnatic. But at the same time, ex-ESC said throughout the entire scrims that they still have to get adjusted to the patch. And already Nepsa earlier saying, okay, this is going to be payback time. Because they lost nearly every single game that they played against Fnatic. But they said, well, now we are much better prepared for the new patch, for the new meta here, and this is going to be payback. We are going to win this one. This is the important one. This is the tournament match, and we're going to take it here. At the top lane, we're having Shinobu going up against Get Amhead once again, and a lot of rotations. You normally see that on Dragonshire, that's one of the maps where you see rotations like this, but now we're having them also on Haunted Mines. They all enter at the top lane. Get Amhead can still jump in with a phase shift. The mines have already started. The teams are still on level 3, no level 4 talents in the game just yet. Brightwing is looking for friends. Nobody wants to be friends with Brightwing, we already know that, but still she's asking, and we don't know why. So for now we're having a Purge Evil taken on Tyrael, and that's of course a talent that is pretty standard there, but we could see Amplify healing on level 4 since he's the only tank for Team Fnatic in this case. Both of them going for level 4, and here it is, level 4 thanks to Brightwing, faster for ex-ESC, the stun against Tyrael, the second one coming in as a Nubarak jumps, and this is going to be the second kill for ex-ESC. Once again they get ahead in the game. Very well done so far already. And now, of course, they have the golems here as well. 40 skulls taken already on the side of Fnatic, so they get at least that in. and are starting to push now the top lane, since they know they can't really contest the golem taken in the bot lane. Feral Heart taken over the far side talent on Ace of Spades hero. Helps him, of course, with the mana and life regeneration and keeps him on those lanes a lot longer. They could take down one of the towers and were at least able to really get back in experience, close that gap. We're having now also Gathering Power taking on Khaldor, which is on level 4 for most players, really the go-to talent, since you just increase your ability damage a lot. Shut up, Brightwing. We have also Envenomed Spines now, and a full Beetle build now too for Nubarak. I've been talking in the Brightwing. I've been talking in the last game about how usually only Shinobu goes for full Beetle, and basically everybody else goes at least for the range talent on level 1. But right now we're having that for ex-ESC as well, so Nepse is taking the Beetle here. It's interesting, it's really interesting to me that we're seeing Nepse on a Nubarak and Gerd Amherd in this game on Brightwing, because usually Nepse is the support player for the team, but apparently with the Nubarak they really feel that Nepse is stronger with it. So at that point we're moving to the bot lane where the defense is starting. 60 skulls against 40. Perfect timing here for the siege golems. That's of course always what you want. You want them to be behind the wall so that the opponent's heroes can't take them out and that they can assist against the golem of your opponent. So the siege golems here in a great position, very well played. It's still the second smite talent, by the way, on level 4 for Tyrael. Not going for Gathering Power here, so it's going to be a bit tricky to keep him alive in those fights. Rhaegar has to be on top with those ancestral healings, using it either for Tyrael or for Illidan, depending on the situation. Oh, and in this case, they heal a bit too late. Ace of Spades wasn't there in time. They're trying to jump them, though. The double kill against Fnatic, but they get 2 kills in on their own, and they're even getting more. They're going for Snow. Zagara is getting jumped by Illidan. He jumps in, 1 kill, and maybe Gerd falling now as well. They turn it around, 2 kills against 4. Fnatic back to business. They are closing the gap. Level 7 talents now for both of the team. Whoa, there we go. And the Fission Bomb, better momentum. Of course, the shield searing attacks, and now the mid attack in Vidum is trying to move in. He is going for Arcane Intellect and Frostbitten. They take the camp, and now, of course, ex-ESC moves back. Gust of Healing, by the way, taken on Brightwing. Did not go into Cleanse, which would have been an option. You sacrifice a lot of healing if you go for Cleanse, but you can cleanse out Judgment, which is going to give your squishies a lot of trouble later on in the game once that Tyrael decides to really jump in. So at that point we're having Kesel, Frats and Ace going for that. We're seeing Anti-Hero at the top trying to defend that fort. Good luck with that. They need a rotation and they need it fast, and that's what Nepsa and Invidum are currently doing, moving up to the top lane. But here comes Ace. He's already aware that this is going to happen. Once again Frats is getting jumped, but he moves out just in the last second. Level 8 versus level 8. We were expecting a highlight game between the two of them, and that's exactly what we're getting here right now. So, very, very cool match so far. 4 kills for both of the sides. Both of the forts are still alive. Lowell is the only one at the bot lane. He's still rocking the carpet here with his Shando Illidan. And Anti-Hero and ex-ESC are now moving in to try and take down that fort. And they are looking at a good position. But at the top lane, Brightwing dying. Gerd Amherd taken out. And this is going to be the fall of the fort. And of course a lot of experience already missed out for ex-ESC as well. A lead, even if it's only a slight one, for Team Fnatic now, and they are going to run with that, but of course they also lose their own keep at the bot lane. And apparently ex-ESC decides to go for the push strategy here. They're starting to push in. We have also battle momentum taken on Meridian. That's going to help at least a bit in those fights. Once again the tower goes down, and this time it actually looks really nice for ex-ESC. Both of the teams are getting very close to level 10. In the mines we're already having Shinobu and Frats taking the first few skulls. The 10 is there, and we're seeing again Phoenix for the zoning. Reign of Vengeance. We're having Judgment not taken just yet. Is he really thinking about Sanctification? Nah, he can't. Not with Illidan. He needs Judgment, and he gets it with Metamorphosis together. Finally level 10 now on the side of ex-ESC, and they are moving in now as well. They have more already on Zagar. They're Blink Heal, Locust Swarm, Avatar, and Water Elemental, and here comes the first battle. Immediately a Stormbolt already missing. Anti-Hero moving back with the rest of the team. They're trying to retreat here. In comes Illidan with a great great metamorphosis hitting for Judgment being used. Ancestral healing on Lowly jumping in once again, is trying to go for Zagara in this case, but the Maw is great, isolating everybody. A 4-man Maw, an amazing move here on the side of Snow, isolates Illidan from the rest of the pack, and down goes the melee assassin. And now ex-ESC is on the hunt, and they are trying to take everybody out. Ace is somehow able to escape here, God knows how, but Shinobu might still fall. Frets is trying to protect him, at least for now. They're jumping up to the top, but Nepse is on hot pursuit and takes now down Vala. Oh my god, that backfired fast. The Maw of Death was amazing. The jump, can he juke it? Can he juke it? Ace, Lol is going in, and yes, he's chasing him away, but Whitewing is moving in. Ace needs to be careful. Oh my god, he needs to be so careful, and he gets away. Illidan jumping in. Kaisel is there as well, going for the fusion bomb, trying to go for the flames. No, the fuck, no. Wow, oh my god. Don't do this to me, boys. So damn close. Ex-ESC and Fnatic. It's the game that we were hoping for. It's the game that we were expecting. It is awesome. Loving it. Great map, great teams, great plays. We're having Vala currently with the top damage for Fnatic with 11,000. Nobody even coming close. But the Skulls 46 against 54. Really great game so far. And here comes Fnatic. They are jumping in. Here comes the Phoenix. Great zoning. Going straight for Snow. And Zagara is dead before she can't do anything here. At the same time, Illidan is jumping. He's going deep. He's going very deep against 3 right now. The rest of the team rushing to his aid. They're trying to take Adam Head out. They're going for Brightwing, but Invidum is the first target, and they're killing him too. The battle continuing as Nuburak dies, and it's nearly a team wipe with Brightwing, the 4th hero, to be eliminated. Only the Dwarf is surviving here. Anti-hero is the only survivor in that slaughter that we just witnessed. The bosses, the golems, they are still going completely ham down to the bot lane. The fort being attacked here. Ace of Spades, the only one who's trying to do something about it. The rest of the team is already up at the top, taking down the tower now. Anti-hero jumps in and pushes them back, and as the rest of the team is already revived, they cannot really go in any further. Elite inexperience though, once again for Fnatic. They're using the Phoenix in the middle to take that camp super fast. The 40-second cooldown is not really bothering Kaisel on Kel'Thas too much. Level 13 talents are going to come in now soon as well. But that game, oh god, I'm loving it already. They keep down here. Oh my god, they might have taken too much damage there. Just look at the keep that we're seeing for ex-ESC. They defended with 4 players, and while Fnatic was in the mid lane occupied, that golem took nearly the entire keep apart, and that's of course a really, really tricky situation right now. We're still having that 13 talent. They have an advantage, but for how long? Ex-ESC is already going for it. Here comes the imposing will. We're having the flamethrower talent taken as well with the increased cast range on Flame Strike. That's going to be amazing once 16 hits, but we're not there just yet. 16 is going to be super important. Feral Lunge taken on the side of Rhaegar with also a Giant Killer talent for Vala, obviously, since she's going for an auto attack build anyways. And Lowell is just trying to bait Anti-Hero a bit. The rest of the team is already trying to move in from the top. They're trying to flank. No. Frats is not jumping in. He's not using his skill. Brightwing, of course, already announcing in voice, boys, they are missing. They are missing. They might try to flank you again. And are they going for another elimination against Zagara, against maybe Jaina? Are they going to try to take one of those? The 16 talent is going to be amazing for Fnatic, and that's something that ESC, of course, knows too. They are currently rushing this with the Grooved Spines. We're having them with Burning Rage, Face Shield on Brightwing. There is also the improved Ice Block, and Frats is the only one who's not with the team. He needs to be super careful here. Down here we have 4 heroes just waiting. Brightwing at the top for the split push experience. They're catching up in the XP again, and now they're jumping in. Lowell comes from the mines, and he's starting to jump in. They eliminate the wave. Another 30 seconds until the mines really open. They were trying to go for that trap, but it did not really work out. Frats was trying to bait a bit more, but that didn't really work for them. So right now, 13 versus 13. 7 kills against 9. Super close game. Now look at the numbers here. The heal, 20,000 on Brightwing. The Gust of Feeling making it possible. Here comes the attack, and they're jumping in immediately. They're going straight for the squishies, trying to eliminate Gatam Head here. But Brightwing jump him away. Here comes the Ancestral Healing, but just look at Illidan. He goes in with a bit of offices and keeps himself alive for another second. But Vala is already down. The
mines are open, the skulls are there, and the attempted kill against Lowell. He's going down into the mines, they're chasing him, and they take Illidan down. Illidan is dead, the skulls are there, and this is the nightmare scenario for Fnatic. It could not be worse. Losing 2 heroes just before the mines open, and now ex-ESC, they just turn it around again. They're nearly a level ahead, and they're going from skull camp to skull camp, taking every single one right now, having already 50 collected. The only ones down in the mines are Ace of Spades and K, still desperately trying to find something here, but the only thing that they find is despair, because they can't do anything about it. This is going to be a 92 skull golem, and this is very, very bad, of course, for Fnatic. I mean, there's no talking around that. We have them starting to push in that fort. At least they take the wall, but that's about it. And right now they have to defend, and this could be the end of the game. A 92 skull golem, 13 minutes into the game, is not going to be easy. They have to somehow rush the opponents. What are the options? You can either try to defend against the golem and try and stay passive, or you rush past that golem and try to eliminate the opponent's team. The problem is, of course, that 16 is just around the corner for ex-ESC, and if you just look at the bot lane here, that boss is going to eliminate that keep. They're playing a risky play now, trying to go to the top lane, trying to eliminate Brightwing. Brightwing saw that thanks to the scouting drone, and is now able to jump back, and they are just sitting here trying to move in. Lowell, they already saw him. Brightwing needs to jump up with the rest of the team. Here they come. The boss is already past the keep. They're trying to force the fight. The 16 talent is already ready with the Blood for Blood, the Stone Form already taken. We have a Numbing Blast on side. Northern Exposure actually on the side of Jaina. They're still trying to take the fight. It's the only option, the only chance that they have. They go for Jaina. Improved Iceblock, keeping her alive, but Brightwing is already dead. The Maw doesn't hit anything. Snow completely screwing that Maw up. Doesn't hit a thing. Tyrael is down, but still ESC might win that fight. They lose 2 heroes, but they do so much damage. Another one already killed out the attack against Lowell. Lowell is still alive, but for how much longer? He gets the kill against the Nubarak, but the keep is losing. The core is losing hit points. They need to eliminate the team, and they know that already. Lowell goes down on Illidan, and the boss is still alive and doing work here. Great moves by Fnatic, nearly winning a battle that they should never have been able to win in the first place, but right now they still need to deal with this situation. They have a quadruple Blood for Blood that they're already using. Oh my god! Look at that! They just take Muradin down like he's nothing. Those Blood for Bloods on Ace of Spades and the rest, that was already quite something, but they are still taking a lot of core damage here. Their core is down to 40 hit points. The only thing that they could do was fight a battle where they did not have the 16 talent. That was the only option that they had. Nothing else made sense. If they fight on top of the golem, they're gonna lose. They can't wait for level 16. They have to go in, and they did it. And they turn it around. They win the battle. They have 14 kills against 12, but they don't have a mule. They don't have a mule. The Maw that we saw failed completely. Snow with like opposite Maws here. The first Maw was one of the most amazing Maws that I've ever seen. Completely isolating Illidan. It was brilliant. It was beautiful. It was sexy. And then now the Maw in the last fight, he missed that like completely, couldn't do anything. 28% on the core. You lose one single team fight and you are done for. Your opponent is gonna pick you apart. And right now they have to just go and team fight. They have to make sure that they are not losing a single fight any longer. Level 17 versus 17. This is also one of those scenarios where it's very difficult for them to move into the mines, since they have a big problem doing that. Just think about it. Once they move into the mines, the only thing that ex-ESC has to do is move against the core and try to burst that down, and they could do that. The quadruple Blood for Blood is going to be amazing though, and we've already been talking about Ignite. Ignite is great when you work with the living bomb damage, and you can do so much in that game. And that's exactly what they are currently working for. They're moving through the mines, trying to hide themselves from the opponents here. The damage, of course, is absolutely insane that we're currently seeing here. I mean, looking at Khaldor alone with 32,000, I mean, hello damage. Yeah, Vala with 22,000 is not looking too bad either, and let's not talk about Illidan with 20,000, that's pretty respectable as well, but the movements on the map just everywhere, trying to make sure that they can't get backdoored here, moving away, moving back, trying to make sure that they have everybody in position, and at the same time, of course, the big problem are still the mines. If you get another golem against you, then you're gonna lose it. They kind of need to make sure that there's no golem.
that there is no golem. They need to deny skulls to their opponents, and they need to deny them fast. They also need to clear the catapults, because if those catapults move to the core, then it's also over. Fnatic is in such a shitty position, I don't even know how to describe it to you guys. This is really bad. And down here, the fights are going to start very soon. Ace is there, but here comes Invidum already. Shinobu is with him. Whoa, that didn't do anything. That was a very weird Rain of Vengeance. Atypical for Shinobu. Ace needs to heal himself. Ancestral healing is already down, but here comes the living bomb damage. Here comes Kel'Thas with his poking. A lot of skulls already for the opponent's team. And Ubarak up at the top taking a lot of damage. Oh, Fred's jumping in. They're trying to get him before he can be healed. But there's the shield. Lowell getting stunned. There's no ancestral healing, and down goes Illidan. The Maw is isolating one of the heroes already. Freds is running away. No kill for Fnatic just yet. And Fnatic is killing at least Brightwing, but they can't take the skulls now. Guys, if you take skulls, you are gonna get wrecked in the face. Or are they? They are trying to take them, actually. They're going for the skull. I don't think they can fight against the golem. I don't think they can do that. They can maybe like leave that golem here around, but that's the only thing. They cannot take these skulls. If a 47% golem is moving in against Fnatic, they're going to lose their core. The only thing that's going to happen is that we will see ex-ESC move in together with the golem and snipe it. And they cannot go for a base race. They just don't have what it takes to do that. The problem is that Brightwing died for ex-ESC. Brightwing. Nobody else but Brightwing. And what can Brightwing do? Hell yeah, jump across the map. And that's what he can do and go into the mines right now. I really don't think that Fnatic should take this. They can't fight here. They are having 3 heroes here. There's only 3 heroes. And here comes ex-ESC with a stun against Vala. And yes, that ancestral healing was great, but that doesn't change anything. Down goes Vala, and this is going to be a massive golem for ex-ESC. This is trouble, this is pain, this is brutal. They have to fight with 4 versus 5 now. They cannot allow that golem to complete. Illidan is going to be too late. This is checkmate, ladies and gentlemen, or at least it should be. If not for some kind of miraculous miracle, this is going to be game. But maybe they can pull it off. And they're trying. Snow is in the back, and there he's getting jumped immediately. Here comes the judgment, and Snow is dead. No, he's not. No, he's down. Finally, he's down. But Illidan is also about to die, as is Tyrael. The heal is a bit too late. Everybody is so low, but it doesn't matter. Kasil moves in. Does he get just 1 flame strike? It's all that he needs, but he doesn't get it in. Oh, he doesn't have mana. That's the moment when you would really love to have Mana Addict. Just 1 flame strike and all those living bombs, and he could have done the damage. Look at the damage. 70,000 hero damage. 70,000. If he could have used another flame strike in that situation with that level 16 talent that he has here, with Ignite, he could have blown up the entire team. But as is, this has to be game. I mean, right now we're having Kasil, Shinobu. They are just trying to somehow defend against this, but what are you going to do when your core only has 28% left and you are looking at a 77 skull golem going up against it? Very little they can do here, and this, ladies and gentlemen, will be ex-ESC advancing to the final. Not even a disconnect is helping Fnatic at this point, not even that. Right now, they are going straight for Shinobu. The only thing they have to do is occupy the team. They can let the boss finish the game. They only have to occupy the players. There's nothing else that they have to do. Rushing in would be a mistake. But they're only 3. They are only 3. But the boss alone should be enough. Once again, Freds is jumping in there, trying to get at least a couple of kills. They're trying, they're doing what they can, but the core is losing points already. They might wipe ex-ESC here, but it doesn't matter. They actually lose Illidan as well. This, ladies and gentlemen, is game GG. Fnatic loses the game. Ex-ESC, they take it. Great job by the team here. Great fights and great game here on Haunted Mines at the Go4Heroes semifinal.
What a sick game! Great play here that we're seeing from both of the teams. And especially on the side of ex-ESC on Kinguin, we actually saw Snow with probably the best Maw that I've seen in ages, and at the same time also the worst Maw in the same game. The first one where he hit 4 heroes, completely isolated Illidan, and then they were able to take down the entire Fnatic roster. Later on in one of the fights, he missed the Maw completely and they nearly got demolished. That back and forth the entire time, and at the end of the day, it is actually Fnatic who loses the match here, but it was so damn close. They definitely had a good chance there, and this game, Haunted Minds just doesn't disappoint. I love matches there. Such a great game, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well, and of course also the commentary. If you did, make sure that you drop a comment in the comment section, give the video a thumbs up on YouTube, and guys, if you really enjoyed the video, make sure that you share it with your friends. We need to bring more people into the Heroes of the Storm competitive scene, so tell everybody to check the video out. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, it would be highly appreciated as well. And guys, I'm going to see you soon for more content on the channel. Have a great day. Enjoy Heroes of the Storm matches on Battle.net.